Hey there, it's Brooks here from DocumentSnap.com, and today we're going to talk about how to implement an Alfred workflow. This video came as a request because I did this post up here about how to create an Alfred workflow to select a ScanSnap Manager profile, and I had a comment asking to show it in video form the instructions. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. If you're not familiar with Alfred, it's a command tool for your Mac that allows you to essentially control your entire Mac from the keyboard. Super handy. I use it all day long. I use it for processing my electronic document, but in this case I'm going to show you how to install a workflow that lets you do automated tasks. So what you'll want to do, of course you have to have Alfred installed. And what you want to do is find the workflow that you want to install. Now in this case, I'm going to be installing it from this website here, which happens to be DocumentSnap. So in this case, I'm going to download the workflow. So I'm just going to click here, save it to downloads, and let it go. Depending on your browser and how things work, you can navigate to the downloads folder and double click on it. I'm just going to double click on it from here in my browser. So now it's loading it into Alfred, and you can see over here on the left I have some workflows already set up, but in this case it's asking me to install the one that I just double clicked, which is this Select ScanSnap Manager Profile workflow by some guy named Brooks Duncan. So I'm going to choose a category, not necessarily required. I'm going to say productivity, and I'm going to hit import. And you can see here that it's now installed this workflow, and it's a pretty simple one. And you can see here the keyword is SSP, and I'll show you how that works in a second. So for now, I'm going to close Alfred. This particular workflow will start ScanSnap Manager for me, but I'm just going to start it now. So from that point, after I've installed the workflow, now we need to run it. So what you're going to want to do is check out the instructions for whatever the workflow you're installing happens to be. In this case, since this is my workflow, I will go through my instructions here. So it tells you that you need to enable access for assistive devices. Now Alfred should prompt you to do this for this particular workflow, but I'm just going to do it manually. So I'm going to go up here, go to System Preferences, go to Security and Privacy. This is on Mavericks. It'll be different on older versions. And I'm going to unclick the lock, and I am going to check Alfred 2. So that gives Alfred the ability to control the user interface elements on my computer. I'm going to close that, so that's set. And now we've got the workflow installed, so I'm just going to hit my Alfred command, and it tells me right here that I want to type in SSP, which is the name of the keyboard command, and just type the name of some ScanSnap Manager profile. So I'm going to type scan to email, which is one of my profiles, and I'm going to hit enter. And you should see some things blink. And when I click on the ScanSnap Manager icon, you can see that scan to email has been selected. So really, that's all there is to installing an Alfred workflow. The exact steps will of course depend on the workflow that you're installing, but that's how to install the one that I've created for DocumentSnap. For more going paperless tips, head on over to DocumentSnap.com. And if you're interested in getting more of these videos, which has tips for how to go paperless, just click on that subscribe link that you see there in the window, and you'll subscribe to the DocumentSnap YouTube channel. Thank you so much.